Are you living in a bubble right now? And it's probably making you poorer, less employable, and stuck in a job that won't exist in 5 years. Because here's what no one's telling you. The digital skills gap isn't just a problem, it's a trap. And if you don't see it, you'll keep falling behind while others speed ahead. Think about this. Right now, companies are desperate for people who can work with AI, analyze data, and automate tasks. But most workers, they're still using the same basic computer skills they learned a decade ago. That's a problem, because the world isn't waiting. Jobs are changing, salaries are splitting, and if you don't close this gap fast, you'll be left behind. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because I've seen it happen. People who were great at their jobs suddenly struggling. Not because they weren't smart or hardworking, but because no one warned them how fast tech would move. And by the time they realized, it was too late. But here's the good news. Closing the digital skills gap isn't as hard as you think. You don't need a degree. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to know what skills actually matter and where to start. So let's fix this. Right now. First, let's talk about why this gap is such a big deal. It's not just about keeping up with tech. It's about money, opportunity, and job security. Here's the truth. Workers with advanced digital skills earn up to 50% more than those without. And it's not just tech jobs. Marketing, healthcare, finance, every industry now runs on data, automation, and AI. If you can't work with these tools, you're at a massive disadvantage. Worse, companies aren't waiting for you to catch up. They're hiring people who already have these skills, or replacing roles with AI. That's why so many workers feel stuck. They're good at what they do, but their skills are becoming obsolete, and no one's handing out free training. So, what do you actually need to learn? Let's break it down. You don't have to master everything, just the skills that give you the biggest advantage. AI and automation basics. You don't need to be an engineer, but you should know how AI tools like ChatGPT, automation software, or even Excel macros can save you hours of work. Because if you're still doing repetitive tasks manually, you're wasting time and making yourself replaceable. Data literacy. Data isn't just for analysts anymore. If you can't read a simple report, spot trends, or make decisions based on numbers, you're working blind. The good news? You don't need to be a math whiz. Just understand the basics of tools like Excel, Google Sheets, or even basic dashboards. Cybersecurity awareness. Hackers aren't just targeting big companies. They're targeting you. Phishing scams, weak passwords, unsafe Wi-Fi, most people have no idea how vulnerable they are. A few simple habits could save you or your company from a disaster. Cloud computing. If you still save files only on your computer, you're risking everything. Cloud tools like Google Drive, OneDrive, and Dropbox aren't just convenient. They're essential for remote work, collaboration, and not losing everything when your laptop dies. Here's where most people fail. They think learning digital skills means taking a course and checking a box. Wrong. The real skill isn't memorizing steps, it's knowing how to adapt when tech changes, which it always will. That's why the most successful workers aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who know how to learn fast. They experiment, they Google, they ask for help. Because in the digital world, curiosity beats memorization every time. So how do you actually build these skills without wasting time or money? Learn by doing. Stop waiting for the perfect course. Pick one tool, like ChatGPT or Excel, and use it for real tasks this week. Break something. Fix it. That's how you really learn. Steal from the best. Find people who already have the skills you want. Watch how they work. Copy their shortcuts. Most will happily share tips if you ask. Make tech work for you. Automate one annoying task this month. Set up email filters. Use AI to draft emails. Small wins build confidence and save you time for bigger skills. This isn't about becoming a tech expert. It's about making sure tech doesn't leave you behind. Because the gap isn't closing, it's widening. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. So here's your challenge. Learn one new digital skill. Just one. Then come back and tell me in the comments. What did you try? What worked? What frustrated you? Let's help each other close this gap. And if you found this useful, hit subscribe. Every episode, we're breaking down the skills you need to future-proof your career, and it only gets more important from here. See you next time. Now go learn something.